Hey everyone, this is Stephanie from Scotia Paper Co. I thought I would do a November plan with me as I set up my planner for the month. I'm a couple days late doing that, but I figured better late than never. So, this is probably going to be kind of long, and I don't know how it's going to work as far as editing and all of that stuff. So, I'm going to just start. I may fast forward through some parts that are pretty boring, like the whiting out and that kind of stuff. So, anyway, I have been busy in the shop. I appreciate all of you who have featured stickers on your Instagram. It's really helped with an uptick in sales. It's been great. It's been a little stressful because I'm at hunting camp, cooking, and just fitting everything in. But I think I'm getting it. I'm making sure. Let me make sure my head's. I don't think it is. I've been trying to figure out how to sort of divide my days so that it's more productive, because I try really hard to get orders out really quickly. There's been a few delays. I had to order more vellum because I had a little issue with some vellum, and then anyway, it wasn't drying, and then I had it finally figured out, and I went to cut it, and it transferred to the cutter and screwed up a bunch of dashboards that I had printed. So, but anyway, despite that, I try really hard to get orders out quickly because I appreciate each and every one of you, and I know how I feel about fast shipping, and so I try to get it out within a day or two. I have 3 to 5 days on my shop right now just because of the reality of hunting camp, and my job has been pretty busy, and I don't want to ever run up against the deadline. So anyway, back to what I was trying to say, or sort of kind of saying. I've been trying to figure out how to divide my week up between fulfilling orders, designing, and listing products, because honestly, it's the listing that takes me so long. The pictures, the listings, all of that stuff. So tell me what you think if you've ordered and what you think of this idea. I'm thinking about processing orders on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then catching up over the weekend for the next week. And then designing and doing like this, filming this these kind of things on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then also catching up on the weekends if I have to. So I don't know if that'll work, but it's where I'm at right now. It's what I'm going to kind of try to do, because honestly, I could fulfill orders every day and then I wouldn't get anything else done. All right, so this is a Kokuyo whiteout pen. It's one for recycled paper. You can see I've had it for a while. All the writing has rubbed off. I've not been able to find these. Jet pens used to have them, but they don't anymore. This I ordered off of like eBay Japan probably 2 years ago. It's a good match for the sterling ink or for the Tomoe River paper. I can't find any tape that's the same. I ordered a few of the Kokuyo pens. Sorry, my hands are really dry. I've ordered a few of the tapes, and they haven't been the same. So anyway, I guess I'll just keep buying a $30 pen because I'm that way, I guess. All right, I'm going to leave that for a minute and go to the front. So I always start with this spread. I put a stamp there every month because I kind of like the the way that looks at the end of the year. I did that last year and I really liked it, and I've kept doing it this year. So I always want to pick sort of my favorite of the stamp. This is the Simple Paper Co. Subscription. So I always pick my favorite one first and put it down. And she has lots of cute ones, but I think I'm going to go with this one. And this is really hard for me to do on camera because I want to put my head really down here and get it straight. So sorry if you see the top of my head. I'm doing this early in the morning. I have a couple meetings this morning first thing, and it's daylight savings time, so the hunters left early. I've been up since 4. But anyway, so I haven't done my hair, put any makeup on, anything like that. I wanted to get this done first. I'm gonna pull this off because I'm probably gonna need this here in a little bit for my weekly setup. Anyway, so I start here, then I go to my quarterly pages. I left home for hunting camp with none of my personal sticker sheets. I brought all of my stuff for work and all of that. I didn't have anything. I don't know what I was thinking. So the benefit of owning a sticker shop and having all your stuff with you is you can print stuff. So I printed this little sheet yesterday. This is the stuff I need to redate the vertical weeks into the horizontal weeks. I also added this is my little custom habits tracker deal. These are available in my shop. They're available spacing, and there's a couple fonts, and didn't cut. See, that's always what happens when I'm trying to film something and tell you how great I am about stickers, and then it doesn't cut. So, hold on, let me get some scissors. I'm gonna have to cut this. So I hope the rest of this cut. I've been having problems with my cutter. I think it's the Wi-Fi here. It keeps losing connection, and so we're on Starlink here because we are in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell service. And then I did some pen swatches for the pens to match the Sterling Ink kit this month. And this is I don't have a lot of blues, and some of the browns are too, this is 992 right here, and it's too gold, so I'm probably not going to use that. Last night in different light it looked better, but it doesn't look good this morning. So let's see, this is the weird thing about Mr. Pen stuff. This is the darker one and this is the lighter one. Does that make any sense to anyone? It doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, I'm probably going to use these 3. And it kind of drives me nuts. There's no designation of color. I don't know what's all over that, but anyway, whatever. There's no designation of color on this. It's just a brown or a pink or a blue. How helpful is that? Not. And then this is the Sailor. The dark blue one. I'm going with that. So I think I'm going to use these colors. I think they're decent matches to this, considering I don't really have a good dusty blue. I may look back through some pens. I only have 4,000 pens, but apparently not the right blue. Isn't that always the way it goes, though? If you know of anything that would be a good match, let me know. Okay, so I always put my reading list and my wish list here, and I'll probably just use brown because I tend to be pretty neutral with these lists. This is N89 for days and days. But anyway, I think I'll do that. I had to print. I have sheets that have all of these things, so no, they're home. And because I was making this as a whole with a bunch of different things, the offset on the cut is way more than what I would normally want. But to get some of the things cut out, I had to do it like that. So they would normally be way smaller than that, which I like really small borders on my stickers. So I don't know if you can see the difference, but see that one versus this one. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so that's set up. You know, I in the past have tried to put like big priorities for the quarter here. Obviously, I haven't done that for this quarter because I am just in survival mode really right now. Okay, so then let's see. This is what October looked like. I put highlights here. I got a new saddle. Skosh was busy was a highlight, and we got a new dog. His name is Venture, and he's pretty adorable. He's a 2-year-old Australian Shepherd that we adopted from some people that needed to rehome him. So I'll have to go back. These are days that I've been at hunting camp. I've been here continuously since the 14th of October. These are my hunting days. These are stickers from the shop, strip stickers. These are, Jason is in Germany. That's what that is. And the N89 is hunting days. So at the beginning of the year, I went through and put all of these on. So I'm just going to go through and do my little highlights sticker here. And you know, this is really too long for this box here or this column, but whatever. I don't necessarily care that much, I guess. Debating about what I'm keeping for next year and what needs to be changed. I'm moving out of the sterling ink into the paper test. I'm sure you already know that. And yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how that's all going to work. So I used the sterling ink kit last month. The month before I used, obviously, the Simple Paper Co. So I usually just pick some of the bigger deco to put here, just to see, you know. And then I always try to figure, you know, does it overlap too much? Like that's going to cover that the day, the 24th. So I won't use that one there. I may use this one because I could put it here and it still leaves some of, I don't know if you can see that, but that's where the 24 is right there. So I'll probably use that. Sometimes I look back just to see what I liked the most, you know, what I like. I really like this. So that's a similar sticker, and then one of the little scene ones. Yeah, I like it when I guess I do those kind of the straight edge ones that she does. So I'll probably just do that. And I kind of need the tweezers because I have fingernail polish. I have gel polish on, which makes it them a little thick. Okay, I'm not sure I can do this without getting my head in there, but sorry. I'm just going to cut that little bit off. Ideally, I would have moved it up just a little bit, but there you go. All good, right? So everybody's going to Chicago to planner convention, which is kind of exciting. I have a little bit of FOMO over that. It's not even something I've ever contemplated doing though. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to think about it for next year. It would probably be really helpful. Probably help with exposure and all of that stuff. But so the problem with November is it's got this extra week, so it's pretty tight. But I think, I know that we're hunting. We have hunters coming Thanksgiving night, which is awesome. But I'm probably not going to have too much going on that day that I need to write on that box for. So I'm just going to do that. And then find a little smaller floral or decorative thing to put up here where the October stuff, where the October days are, I guess. I do love me some coffee, and this is cute. Oh, I love that bird. All right, let's see what we can do here. Man, I want all of these cups. I want one for myself. How's everyone doing with the time change? I just saw that clock's back on my little calendar, and I was like, ugh, God. It's so bad because at hunting camp, it doesn't matter what the time of day is. It matters what time it gets light. And it gets light at the same. So sunrise went from 6:30 to 5:30, which means the guys leave at, 5:30. Well, they leave at 5:30 because sunrise is what, 6:30 now. I guess that's what it is. Used to be at 7:30, now it's at 6:30. So they leave early, which means I get up earlier, which is just awesome. I think I don't know. There's so much pressure here to do it and not suck on the camera. I feel like that ship's already sailed. Okay, see how that works. Okay, so this is last week. It's better. I think some of it is like, this is ideally where I'd want to write notes and stuff, and I just didn't have any. Oh, still need to do my timesheets. Yeah, that's probably important. All right, let's do this week. So I printed some. Some element things that I like. The cat was one of them, and then these stickers, these snarky quotes. Last week's was reality continues to ruin my life. I don't know what I'll do this week. If you start drinking now, Thanksgiving could be a lot of fun. That's probably not for this week. That's probably for a week down the road. I'm actually weirder than you think is probably where I need to go with this. Maybe what the hell. That seems like a good one for this week too. Have you guys seen the cat video on Instagram with the cat and the curlers that she says what the hell? She's kind of my favorite. I kind of love her. All right, so I liked this. This worked being up here. I probably will put a quote. I don't know. maybe there, and down here. I did like this. I love this cat. I don't know why, but I do. And yeah, so that's where I'm at, I guess. Let me see what comes next. I guess I'll put, should I do the blue? I don't know why I have this like almost irrational fear of using color in my weekly spread. It's dumb. I can use whatever I want. And like, I don't know. I'm always like, oh, I should just do neutral. Why? Well, because then I put that down and I'm like, is it too much? Oh my God. What if I hate it? Yeah, well. I think I've mostly got it figured out now. So I'm going to maybe try to layer. Oh, I have some washi. I've been trying to use, I really like washi, using just a little bit of washi in my planner. And I picked out these 3 as kind of complements. They are Yuhaku washi tape from Simple Paper Company, and I think they're all 3 sold out. This one might not be, this gray one, which is Y116. The pink is YC019, and this blue with the silver is WH001. I think they're sold out, at least on Simple Paper Co., but you might be able to find them someplace else. I'm going to put a little bit of deco down and then figure out what I want to do. I'm actually thinking about using one of these big like scene stickers down here, kind of where that cat was last time, because I do like that big bit of deco. These are the most weighty decisions ever. And then I may actually use like this over here. So let me see what I got here. Do I want... This kind of makes me want to do like some blue velvet furniture. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. This one's calling my name. Good enough, right? So we'll put this one over here as a place to start. I always try so hard to get the straight, like these vertical lines lined up, with varying degrees of success often. So I think, I don't know, it might be okay. Some of that's, this is maybe too pink, but I didn't have anything that was other than that. So maybe I'll just try a little of this with some floral. I'm not even sure if I've used this yet, but I really like these little like the things with the little printing and stuff, the washi. Oh, I'm just gonna put that over there. Maybe I'll just do something, one of these little cute ones. That's not bad, guys. That's not bad. Not too bad. You know, one thing I'm really not good at is layering stickers. I see the beautiful things people do and I'm like, man, I want to try that. And then I get paralyzed by it. I'm like, oh, but what if it doesn't look right? Or that doesn't make sense to do it like that, and then nothing ever happens. So there you go. I'm not good at it. If you have any tips, let me know. Some of these, like on this sheet, they're little smaller arrangements, and those are usually kind of nice, those little top pieces. But that's cute too, but that's maybe too big. And then so maybe, could I do these two? See, you see my problems? Send help! The other problem is usually one of the nice things about washi stickers is you can peel them back up, but because I've used whiteout, often it peels the whiteout up when you peel the sticker up, which looks like crap. Let's be honest. Now what did I just do with, oh, here it is. See? I don't want to put it over here because then it's like all stickers. But then if my to-do list, it wasn't very long last week, but this one was pretty long. Maybe I'll just put it right here. I'm trying to line that text up on the line, which you can kind of see underneath, and it's not exactly straight, but I'm not taking it up. Just, what the hell. All right, let me see if I can find some little single flowers or things that might go. There's some coffee beans. Got quite a lot of coffee beans. Those are too big. There's some smaller ones. Okay, just put a little something here. See, I'm having a moment here, guys. It's probably because it's too early, and I just don't know. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it for right now. Okay. So the next thing to do is to write down my to-do list. One thing that I saw that I think I'm going to try is instead of filling these in with black, somebody that I saw on Instagram used a colored pen, and I think that might actually be nice. So I'm thinking that this dark blue sailor, this end, I could use that for that. I'm going to try it this week and see how it goes. I think it might just lighten up everything a little bit, kind of tie some colors in with the stickers and stuff, and I'm going to just see, because I'm still in my experimenting phase. I found this, I bought one of these technical drawing pens. I think it works pretty well for the little stencils. I did order a new stencil. It got delivered to my house yesterday. I haven't been to my house for 2 weeks, so who knows when I'm gonna get it, but it's there. I'm excited about it. I bought it for the paper test grid. I think it probably will work for pretty much all small grid planners though. I'll link it. Oh, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, monthly. There we go. I don't really have anything. That's December. That's not helpful. You see this? I don't really have anything scheduled. I have a doctor's appointment at the end of the month. Horses get their feet done. I've scheduled nothing because of hunting camp. All right, so we're just going to go with that. I have some meetings this morning. Let me just put that on here because why not? Oh, let's see. So meeting. So I made this little thing. Meetings are triangles. This is a Hobonichi stencil. You can see that I'm fairly terrible at this. I really gotta figure out how to fit a workout in. I'm just really bad at prioritizing working out. I just am. I have time. I could do it. See, that looks like crap. Why? Why does that look like crap? Help! Give me your tips. Teach me your ways. I don't think I have any other meetings this week. Maybe, okay, I'm going to put a workout little symbol on Friday too, because especially with this time change now. Okay, let's see if I can not suck at this. Apparently, if you hold your breath the whole time, you can do it, or I can do it. So, yeah, I think that's what I got so far. Okay, so then the last thing is to do my journal pages. So I didn't print mine with the whole thing, with the whole, if you order one of these, it comes in the size of your planner with this cutout and, a header and everything. I just combined it on the sheet with this. So I don't need the branding. I kind of know where it came from. I debated about this because this is very autumn colors and these are not. And I was like, well, how much is that going to bother me? I don't know the answer. It might bother me more than I'm prepared for, but whatever. I don't like this one. It goes, but like, okay. So that has some green in it. August. Anyway, I don't know how much it bothers me, whatever. It is what it is. All right. So I think the best way to do these is to peel. I tried doing it from the bottom because it's easier to line up with the bottom because of the text. But I think I like doing it from the top. So I peel the top off and then I fold this back and I fold this and make sure it's square and I crease it. That way I have square edges to line this up with. So then this is square. So then I kind of position it where I think I kind of want it. You see, I'm lining up the bottom to be square. And then I hold it. And then I apply it up like that. Then you can lift this up and peel it off. Now, it'll sometimes get hung up on the, like, can you see that? It's hung up right there where that is, and you just can use your tweezers and just kind of unstick it. And then I always leave it undone at the bottom until I get this, because you can peel these up if you have to. You just have to be careful. and then you just smush it down like that, and then it's straight-ish. That actually went pretty well. It was pretty straight the way I got it on. So I do that, and then I leave this page because I don't journal enough to worry about that blank page, but you could totally write on it if you wanted to. So then I try to pre-decorate a little bit because it makes it so that I'll actually write in it. And I usually try to use, Lena always does these really pretty November things. I used to use these instead of these dashboards, but when I started making these dashboards, I quit using these. So I would use this and just decorate around it, which I thought that's what I did last year. But anyway, 2024 last year. I'm sort of already in the 2026 mindset, so last year is sometimes this year. Anyway, whatever. Obviously, it's the 3rd, and I haven't journaled. Oh, no, it's the 4th. Yeah, the 4th today. I haven't journaled at all, so, you know. That's one of the things I'm not sure about with the paper tests is it has 7 pages, and I never use, so it has the month, and then the week, and then 7 blank pages, and then the next week. I never use all 7 pages. So one thing I'm thinking about doing with that is using, that cat is cracking me up, but I feel like the cat should be on this side of the page. Using the back of, so on my weekly, doing this, and instead of worrying about notes on this page, using this back page for notes, and then having 6 pages, which actually this is 1 page, so it's this, and then this counts as 1, 2. So I would use 2 pages for like my weekly spread. So, and then having 5 pages. I don't know that I would use that enough to do that either. I want to use the cat. Maybe I'll put the cat down here. Yeah, so if you have any ideas on how to effectively use those 7 pages, let me know. Because that's kind of a hang up. And that's one reason I haven't tried the paper test before, was because of those 7 pages. You know, I'm sure it's something I can figure out how to use. And a blank page is not the end of the world. Let's be realistic here. But, and honestly, I should use stickers more. Like, I get to the end of the month and I'm like, wow, I didn't use that many stickers. Hello, maybe you should try harder. There are so many really talented, really creative people out there. I'm in awe of you guys because some days I just struggle. I love that one. But I think it'd get lost there, kind of. So that's crooked. I don't care. Okay, that's what I got for you. Let's see. What is outstanding from me? Let's see. People are asking about December dashboards. I will have those up. I will try to have those up next week. It may be, let me look at the calendar. Yeah, I'll have them out up next week, hopefully the beginning of the week in here, because the end of the week will be busy. So I will have those. Also, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, that would be wonderful. I would very much appreciate that. There may or may not be a sale coming for newsletter subscribers around Black Friday. Okay, there is a sale coming. So sign up so you can get that code. I'm not going to post that on Instagram. I'm just going to use that for newsletter subscribers. So anyway, I'm really trying to do a better job. I sent a newsletter out the last week, and on the 1st, and I will send one out with a sale reminder. So even if you haven't gotten the last one, you'll get one before the sale. And that's it. I will keep you posted on this situation. I need to go through here and assign days that these things need done. I'll keep you posted on how filling those in with color works. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you. I hope this was not a complete waste of your time. Let me know what you think and what you would like to see from me and how I can do a better job for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.